I love Charlie Brown, but I've only seen the shorts and the feature films, so I was really looking forward to watching some of the TV shows. So I thought I'd start with the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show. The first episode is called Snoopy's Cat Fight, and I was quite delighted to find that actually the episodes are each a collection of shorts. Now, when it comes to the short cartoons or even the feature films, I prefer there to be one main overarching narrative. But with this, I thought this would be slightly better because it would be a good way to get a variety of characters, which meant that if an episode focused on a particular character I'm not that bothered about, i.e., Snoopy, there would still be other things that I liked in it. And this one I thought was a really good start. So we have various different shorts. The first one is about Woodstock, and it's actually probably the shortest short. And it's about Woodstock building his nest, and it's quite cute. I thought it was a pretty decent start. We then have one about baseball and Charlie Brown's infatuation with a little red-haired girl, and I always liked Charlie Brown baseball-based cartoons, so that I thought worked quite well. Peppermint Patty. Actually, this one rings a bell, and I don't know if it features in one of the other films or if there's just a similar cartoon. If anybody knows and can corroborate, please feel free to do so. But in this segment, Charlie Brown, there's a problem with his school, so he has to sit in Peppermint Patty's class. And when there, Peppermint Patty keeps, well, pestering Charlie Brown, demanding he writes down certain answers to questions, and I really enjoyed it. I loved how it played out, but it did seem familiar. And I swear that I'm sure there's something similar in another Charlie Brown cartoon, but one that I've seen quite a while ago. So if anybody knows what I'm talking about, please feel free to let me know. There's also focus on Sally. It's quite a brief one, but she does a show and tell, and there's a report about a dinosaur, and I won't say what the dinosaur was apparently called, but it definitely amused me. We also have Schroeder and Lucy and the piano, which I thought worked quite well. The gag in it involving Snoopy is actually something that features slightly modified, but a similar concept in a Charlie Brown cartoon. So I am wondering, how much more of these I'm going to recognize, or if it's just a coincidence that a couple of these segments are very similar to ones in Charlie Brown shorts or TV specials. It could just be a coincidence. I also haven't got the dates measured up. I'm not sure if the specials came first or this TV show. We also have look at Linus and his blanket, which he gives to a character called Eudora, who I don't recognize, and I don't think if I've seen her before, it's definitely not been recently. I'm not sure if she features heavily in this TV show, but I certainly am not familiar with the character. And it will be quite interesting if we get other characters popping up who we wouldn't normally meet in the TV specials. So that's something I'm keen to look out for. But I really enjoyed this. I thought this first episode, Snoopy's Cat Fight, interestingly titled. The cat aspect is, I feel like, kind of brief actually, but certainly some interesting dialogue to go with it. But I thought this was a solid start. There are 13 episodes in the first season and only 5 in the second season, interestingly. But I'm really looking forward to watching the rest of it and keen to see what they're like. This was definitely a decent introduction.